Now, what this question is asking you to do, it is asking you to perform or to construct an SQL command. Now, what does SQL stand for? It stands for Structured Query Language. And basically, it's what we do in databases anyways when we perform a query of some kind. Okay? Now, when we construct SQL queries, there is a certain structure that you need to follow. Now, this is the structure that every SQL command needs to have. We have select, so what is going to be displayed, from tables that are going to be used, where the search meets the criteria, and then we can order by ascending or descending, however we like. Now, let's go back to the question. Okay, we agree that this is one single table called countries. Now, what the SQL command wants you, or what you need to do is you need to find out, or you need to construct an SQL command that will display the names of the countries in the continent of South America where most of the population speaks Spanish. Okay, so there are three fields that I'm already currently looking at. Okay, we need to list country names, continent, and also language. Now, our criteria is our language, they need to speak Spanish. Our continent is South America. So basically we are asking, or we are creating an SQL command that will list all of the countries within South America that speak Spanish. Okay? Now, the way that we answer this. The first thing is we need to find out what we are going to display. And so we are going to display the countries. So we will select countries. Okay. Now, the first thing that I've listed here is I've listed countries dot country name. Now, the reason why I have done this is because in this SQL command, we need to tell, or we need to find out the table that it's coming from, and then the actual field name. So the first value here, okay, countries, is the table name, whereas this value here corresponds with the field name that we want. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to say where we're going to get this information from, and it's quite clear that it's coming out of this table. So it is from the countries table. Okay, that is all we need to write for that. Now, where this is our search criteria. Okay, now the search criteria, we go back to what we said at the start. Okay, we said that the continent needs to be South America and the language needs to be Spanish. So how do we do this? We do basically the same thing we would in a database, okay, except this time we will write it out. So we need countries dot continent. Okay, now we actually have our query. So the continent would be South America. Okay, and countries dot language equals Spanish. So our query is this. Okay, we are looking at the countries table and we are looking at the continent field where South America is the continent. Okay, and also again the countries table, and now this time the language field is equal to Spanish. Okay, now we will order by we can order by ascending or descending. Now what are we going to order all of this by? It will be the country name. So we can do order by country name ascending. And that's basically how you answer this question. We take our field names, we meet our criteria, we say where we are going to select, all of our input from, and yeah, that's basically it. So thank you once again.